Good afternoon, ma'am. I'm Amada Prameswari. So for this video, I will be presenting about my marketing strategy of a resort in Bali as a case study. Uh, my name is Halim Wijaya. I'm from class 5F of Hospitality Management. So, firstly, how should the hotel convince and gain back guest trust in staying at your hotel? In my opinion, we need to focus on the orthodox marketing strategy, which is the four piece of marketing. And I wouldn't push the marketing or advertise more on the hygiene side of COVID-19. It is because, in my opinion, from daily experience as well as reading the news, Uh, I think we all can agree that Indonesian people or uh, actually people in general from around the world actually doesn't really care about COVID or isn't scared because I think it has a low mortality rate or something. Therefore, as we all can see in the news, a lot of people don't wear masks, still go out to eat in the restaurant, especially now because there are actually the third vaccine for COVID. I think it also further decreased the mortality rate, so it can be concluded that the COVID is as little as the common flu. So therefore, in my opinion, there is no need to push more on the hygiene side for the marketing strategy. So for the market strategy, I will focus more on the pricing as well as the more on the financial aspect from the guest point of view of the marketing. So I believe that it will gain more leverage compared to our competitors and will certainly attract the guests to stay in our hotels. And then what kind of packages that I will develop or what experience would I like to design for the guest? I think activity rich package is a good way to attract guests to stay because I would like my hotel to be a part of the guest holiday as much as possible. So they don't have to search another travel agencies or water sport agencies in case they want to enjoy water sport activities because as we know there are sometimes a lot of bad image to certain tourist trap where they get unfair prices or high prices. Therefore, I think the guests will appreciate if we also provided fair services to them, such as I mentioned before, water sport activities as well as tour package and island trip. And then, what elements would I include in this package? With whom do you plan to collaborate? Uh, as mentioned before, uh, I would like to collaborate with various travel agencies as well as water sport agencies. So the guests can get a good price compared to when they, maybe they go alone with their family, they might get a bad price for various sport activities. So we will try to provide the guests with honest price and good deals so they enjoy their stay here and not get bored in our hotels, which I think will also provide a bonus point for our hotels in Bali. And to further clarify, I think for the water sports like jet skiing, parasailing, banana boats, it's all a popular attraction in Bali, especially in their beaches. And I think it would be a great addition and it will attract many customers to use them. Another one is island trip. I think island trip to nearby island in Bali such as Nusa Lembongan or Nusa Penida is also popular because of social media and they become viral recently. Many people are going there, and I think by collaborating with tour agencies to provide boats for them to for the guests to go to Nusa Lembongan or Nusa Penida will also become a great addition to the hotel, which I hope will attract guests instead of their going search their own travel agency or tour agency, which again they might get a bad price if they are not accompanied by locals usually. And then also a short tour, not island tour, to land destinations such as Ubud or Tanah Lot, where the guests can sightsee and enjoy local cultures as well as uh, food travel. And then for what price will I charge? Since our target consumer is middle class people, which made up majority of people in Indonesia, in my opinion, around 450,000 to 900,000 for the most expensive room is very ideal for the target consumer. I think for that price, they will not feel overburdened, and I think it's very reasonable price for a night in the hotel. And then, uh, how would I market the package and what technologies? Fortunately, because we live in information age or digital age, there are a lot of free tools to help us now compared to back then in the past. We have the internet, which we can uh, share information about our hotels to various potential guests around the world. So, firstly, social media is which is a obvious choice where we can post our hotel information as well as amenities and also activities and tour packages to potential guests. And then using search engine marketing, which is almost the same as SEO, to help uh, show our hotel website on the top of the search engine when a potential guest search for a place to stay in Bali. And then another one is email marketing, which hotel will send tailored information based on the customer needs and wants to their email address, which contain hotel products based on that data. And then we have analytics to help seeing the effectiveness of marketing ads. And then who would be the target markets? Obviously, I think middle class consumer is very ideal because they are a lot of the largest uh, class of people in Indonesia, I believe, and they also have a good purchasing power. Uh, Based on the data that I searched, I think there are about 50 to 60 million of middle class people in Indonesia, and the average income is around 62 million a year, which is I think a good a good a good potential market for them. And therefore I believe that our hotel will get a lot of profits by targeting middle class consumer as their target markets. And then how would I measure the success of the package? It is very obvious and very simple, which is by the increase of sales and bookings after the implementation of the marketing strategy. If there is a lot of increase, then of course, it can clearly be concluded that the marketing strategy is a success and there is no need to uh, there is no need of correction of the strategy. And in my opinion, the least amount of increases should be minimum 25% compared to the average previous sales before the marketing strategy was implemented. So if there are more than 25% increase of sales and bookings by the guest after the strategy is implemented, then I think it is sufficient enough or it can be concluded as a success. Because I think 25% is a realistic number and not a hyperbolic number. And that it is all for my presentation. Thank you so much for listening and have a nice day and goodbye. Thank you.